Okay, I hear the throat of the gasifier drawing down, and she's producing smoke already. I gotta hook up the battery to the generator, the Onan generator. It is approximately 3:02 p.m. this Thursday afternoon. Beautiful sunny weather, absolutely beautiful fall foliage. She's been on for just a few minutes. I'm going to go get the torch and light the fire. I mean, light the fire coming out of the flare tube. Okay. See if she'll burn. Now you see the smoke coming out of there right now. Let's try it. Almost staying lit, but not quite yet. So we'll wait another few minutes. Try not to breathe any of that smoke in. It's full of carbon monoxide. You don't want to do that. Temperature is still and 250 degrees. Still got a way to go. So we got to wait a few more minutes. In the meantime, I can add more wood chips from the 15-pound pail of chips. I want to get this filled right up to the top, and I do have an extension I can put on this. Actually, I can dump it in. Okay, took almost 3/4 of that pail. Let's put chips in there. I mean the wood pellets. These are hardwood pellets. 100% hardwood pellets according to the package. Okay, it's approximately 5 or 6 minutes since it's on. Okay, let me go over to the engine here, I mean to the flare tube. Maybe she'll light at this time. Just give it another minute or so. Let me look at the temperature. Almost up to 350 degrees. Now this is the top of the gasifier inside. Before it goes into the gas goes into the cyclone filter. Out of the cyclone filter. Down through the cooling V. 10 feet of 2-inch pipe, and another 10 feet coming back, Oh gee, here's the drainage. Here's where I drain any water that settles in that pipe due to condensation. Got to close the drain port. Okay. Okay. Let's see if the gas lights now. The smoke has become more not as dense anymore. I'm pretty sure she'll light now. Oh yeah. We got a nice flame. It looks pretty clean even though it's yellow. We're going to wait a few minutes until the gasifier gets a little hotter. It's approximately 6 or 7 minutes it's in operation. But you know, I think that's clean gas. I really think that's pretty clean, that gas, even though it's that color. It's not the bright yellow. They say when it gets clear, it's more hydrogen burning. And it seems to be getting clearer. The gas seems to be cleaning up. Let's go over to the gasifier again. We'll give it a what do you call it? Adjust the grate shaker. Okay, and we'll oops, fire went out. Well, let's go try to light it again. Well, just poking down the, what do you call it again? Hit the grate shaker. And we'll go light it again. This is good to do this before you feed it into the engine. But you want clean gas. It looks clean enough. Okay, there it is again. Beautiful flame there. Just put the little metal barrier there I have so it doesn't go into the engine. Well, it's going on nearly 10 minutes now, and what I'm going to do is switch. This is before the filter. I'm going to switch over to the filter. The gas is going to come up. Right now it's just before the filter at the end of the pipe, the blower. I'm going to switch over to the wood chip filter. Shut that valve off, so the gas got to go up and down into the wood chip filter, 20-gallon, I believe, tank. And the top of it is that black hose, which is the output of the filter, and that comes up to the carburetor of the Onan engine. And I have a secondary flare at the Onan engine, which is after the filter. So we'll see if the filter is doing anything. I believe this flame is pretty clean, just the way it is. I'm just going to go over, take a look at the temperature again before I do that. 300. it's not increasing that as fast as it should. You notice when I poke it, it does go down. When I get the engine going, it should provide vibration to keep the chips, the pellets going down the throat of the gasifier, the fema gasifier. Well, it looks like the flame is still yellow, but I think it's pretty clean. If it's that type of yellow, it's not a bright yellow. In fact, it's almost invisible. In fact, I'm going to go put more chips into the gasifier before I feed it to the secondary okay, just wanted to do that. Okay, give it a little poking there and hit the agitator there, the great agitator. Well, it's kind of a yellow flame, but I think that's good enough to burn in the engine. The going on 15 minutes now, so I think it's time we switch over. Temperature's up to 350. 350. So it's still creeping up. There's some of my solar panels over there that supply the house, and I have solar panels in the back behind them. You may be able to see them through the trees a little bit. The leaves are off the trees, and that's the old windmill tower. I got into windmills earlier in my interest in solar energy, but I do not climb, do not climb that tower anymore. It's 80 feet and it does need work. And there's a small windmill house. It's going back to the 70s. That's where my main inverter is to change DC to AC. That's an old wind charger. And this one is Electro from Winterthur, Switzerland, 16-foot propeller diameter. And it's approximately a 6 kilowatt generator, but the most I've ever seen it put out is around 2 kilowatts. Mainly because it shuts down in high winds. Well, it's still a orange flame. From the little blower here. Oh gee, what happened here? I made a mistake. Hey, wait a minute. We'll fix the problem. Okay. It's still an orange flame. But you know, that may be okay.